Richie's story, fresh out of prison.
What's going on, guys? Appreciate you clicking on the video today. We got a pretty simple video. We got about 4 yards of concrete with a step on it, a patio. You see it right there? See the wheelbarrow sitting there? That's because the only challenge we have on this job is these telephone wires.
3 days prior.
Here we are. We're about to get my cousin out of Putnamville Correctional Facility. Wait, here we go. Here, what we got here? What? Look at this fat boy. What's up, dude? Hey, you look good, man. You look good too, man. For real.
Thank you.
So what the idea is we'll pull them up there, back them in, straight down this, because another challenge is that, I'm not sure what that stuff is. It looks like a septic maybe, but if there was an alley here originally, so as long as we stay in this alley and lift the wires up, then we can pull up right to it. Because if not, Richie's gonna be a tired mofo wheeling all this concrete. You down for it?
Bruh.
If you have to be. My dad just got back from Sturgis. How was that?
Wet.
Wet? It rained?
A lot.
Did you ride your motorcycle in the rain?
Yes, I did.
So you rode your motorcycle all the way from Indiana to
South Dakota.
South Dakota?
1,130 miles.
What do you got for anybody that drives a motorcycle?
Watch out for the idiots. They have a new tracking system. He said the truck will be here in 23 minutes.
All right, well, I got some brand new boots I was going to buy for Richie, but he's going back to rehab, so do you want them? They're size 11s. Right there, those are 12s.
Okay.
You wear 11 and a half, right?
Yeah.
You should be fine in those. What happened?
Oh, I ate them hot dogs.
At the gas station? Oh, hell no. Did you put mustard on it too? Oh man, you're gonna be throwing up everywhere, dude, as soon as we start pouring, dude. If you're already feeling it, because those things are probably 5 days old. Literally. Did you get any of those Tortinos too? Those things are probably 10 days old.
No, I ain't eating none of those.
If you're getting something from a gas station, only get pizza. Trust me on that. Or those cheap-ass hamburgers. Hopefully Richie doesn't throw up, because we need his help today. Look at this big pour.
Bruh.
Yeah, them hot dogs got you all the way together, didn't they?
Might as well go over there in the corner and put your finger in your throat and let it go.
Bruh.
Say, who that? Run off the wheel and get your ass put blue black. My nigga, my nerve rush out the curb. Gonna have your back in. Close. And then pull forward to that patio. You got me?
Yeah, he's got it 3 feet right there. Here, Richie, come here. Hold this up a little bit. All right, cool. All right, Richie's holding the wires up. Just make sure you don't touch that one. I mean, it's a power line. My dad's backing the truck in. What we'll do first is we'll pour out the step. And then I think we're gonna pour the patio. And then that little back part back there in case we're running out. Keep on coming, you got plenty of room. All right, he's got more room. All right, that's good. Sinking a lot. We don't pull the truck up to a lot of places. All right, let me grab another chute. I got you, buddy. See that ticket? We're gonna use that, Richie. We're gonna use that.
Just told me to set it up.
I wanted to bring one wheelbarrow dry, Dad, so I could. I don't know why he told you that. All right, he's coming up there. All right, let's pour this step. Looks good for that step.
Shoot on your line.
Well, not yet. No. Just have him roll out right there. There you go. Dad, tell him where you want him to put it. need some more mud right here, Richie. Well, or I guess you ain't got a lot, but when he comes over here. All right, so I got some really good news about Richie. He's actually in rehab right now. He checked himself into a place, I'm not gonna say which one. A while ago, he went back to prison, but when he got out, he checked himself right into rehab, and I'm really proud of him. I mean, Richie saw that I broke free from the opiate monster. Although his is a different thing, I think it's given him some inspiration to do the same thing. I'm pecking these forms to get the air bubbles away from the form. It's pretty wet, so you ain't gonna have a lot, but Richie's a really smart guy, but he actually checked himself into rehab this time, so I'm really hoping that he gets it this time. I mean, I know just as well as anybody, it could take 20 or 30 times to get. Richie's getting a little positive momentum. Hopefully when he gets out of this place, he can come back to work for us. All right, I think I'm about ready to strike off as soon as I hit this form over here. We'll pull a board all the way across that, Dad. What are you doing? I don't know. I'm gonna pull a 16 or 12 footer on. Pull it right across here. That's why I had enough mud there. So I don't need that mud. We'll make a grade all the way across there. I just need. What I do is make a grade all the way across. Well, all the way across here. You need some mud in there. As you hear right there, me and my dad are always thinking opposite, pretty much on every single thing. I'm gonna pull it all the way across, Dad. I don't need you to do that. You understand? I need a bunch of mud right here.
No, you don't.
Behind my feet, yes I do. That's good. Dad, grab that side and I'll grab this side. You're gonna basically stay on the form for a second. Come to me. All right, back to me. Reach to me. Keep it lean back. Stay behind me a little bit when I go. All right, one more thing, Dad. I need you to come up here now. Pull off this wall. Pull off this wall. You got a grade now, all right? Richie, we got a hole right here.
Just a little bit.
Push some in there, all the way up there. There you go. Take a step back. Down. All right, let's turn back the other way. Got a hole. Hold on. We need a lot of mud up here. I really wanted to show the screeding and the kicking process on this. As you see, you'll see me draw a line on the outside of my board in the cream. If you do that, you know you're down. As you see right here, look on the end of my board, you'll see some arrows. There you'll see a line drawn in the concrete. If you see that line when you pull the board across it, you know you're down, but you don't want to make it too deep. Move that float, Dad, and come over here. It's also very important to pull off the other direction in front of your step to make sure that you're still going flat, because that becomes your new grade. As you see right here, we're a little low.
Hold it. Bobby, we're low with the step.
Jeez, you're killing me.
See how we're low?
Can we push some in there?
I got it. All right, let's go with it. You got to go inside your form just a little bit. All right, float that little spot here. I'll set it down. All right. Now, one of two things is going on right here. I know we're in the summertime and I know we're hot and all that stuff, but boy, I'm getting old, or I'm just completely out of shape. I don't know. I go to the trampoline park with my daughter and I do pretty good. I climb rocks and stuff. I feel like I'm in pretty good shape, but when you strike off something like this, boy, it gets tiring. All right, take some stick, set it down. All right, we're gonna pour the rest of this in, boys. Whew. We'll get that block out of the way in just a second. Whew. That was tiring. I hate striking off with my dad. He's too old. It about kills me every time.
Alright, so what do I mean by this? Well, the concrete finishers that watch this channel will know exactly what I mean. There's two different ways to screed. You can screed and kick, or you can pull and stand up every time. As I'm floating this edge, I will tell you, standing up every pull is way harder than just kicking it and going at it and striking it off. My dad, he just can't do that anymore. This stuff was wetter than a 5.5, wasn't it? And Richie, he has no idea how to rake, as you will see here in a minute. But heck, we wanted to give him a job. I like to really help people out on this channel. Actually, my favorite part about this channel. Can you feel my footprint? Pull that way.
Right here?
Pull it that way.
Pull it towards the hole.
In the hole.
Fill it out of the hole.
That hole. Alright. Alright, grab a little girl, Richie. We're gonna shovel this mud in there. Sit down. Like, God bless Richie, but he's just one of those guys that, well, you'll see here in a second.
Bruh.
But you can't fault anybody that's a hard worker that shows up for work, especially this day and age.
Hold under, Richie. Take that mud to that hole.
It's alright, just set it down. Just pull it one more time, Dad. Alright. Set that off to the side here. I'm gonna bull float that, have Richie wheel that, and then you strike it off, I guess. Alright, so here I am bull floating it. I always like to bull float sideways up against the house first. It's just what I like to do. I see some guys do it the other way, and I don't really care. Just stand behind how you do concrete work. That's all I care about. Dad, stand between that and the wall so it doesn't splatter everywhere.
Well, reach. Yeah. Come on up.
Alright, keep it low. Keep a chute all the way down. You always want to close these up as soon as possible. Here you see my dad dragging that mud back in the corner, and I've seen your guys' comments, but put a 1 in the chat if you think my dad's a legend. Alright, we're all poured out.
Keep it low because it's ripping. I'll tell you what.
You got enough mud in there? Just scrape them out. Scrape them out so you can wash up.
All right, lift it up, bring it on out here.
Hold on, Dad. Just scrape them out in case you... I was saying scrape them out in case you ain't got enough mud. All right, Richie, you're gonna come over here and lift the wires back up for him.
I'm happy with the wires up.
You will. You're gonna have to. For him to get out of here. 1 second, man. I'll get that, Dad. You work with that truck. Make sure he doesn't hit nothing. Make sure Richie's behind him. I can get this.
Got too much mud in here.
All right, then I got this. Go ahead. Just like I said, I don't think we got enough mud in here. Maybe if I keep every last little bit of it. There you go, guys. You got to be careful about them. See what I mean? All right, you're good now. You're past him. He's gonna wash up over there in that wheelbarrow. As I'm striking this off, I had to scrape and keep all the mud in there, and we did. We just barely had enough mud, but I would definitely prefer having more and being able to pull it off the side. But I get her struck back to the corner, and then I use the float, and then I do the old come along ski trick. I know a lot of you finishers know about this one. You can use a short board too, but I prefer this. He's got a hose on his truck. All right, fellas, we got it all down. We got it all bull floated. Truck's washing up. I'm gonna turn this off for a minute, and I'll turn it back on when we start finishing. That's what it looks like right now. It's been about 20 minutes. I'm gonna cross it out the other direction. Heads up. What that means is basically I'm just bull float.
Grass on the bottom.
No. Basically, I'm just gonna bull float it the other direction. I don't set my bull float in the grass like... If you learn anything from this video, do not set your bull float face down in the grass. You do not want to get grass or leaves or anything on your concretes because it will pop out. But the key to this right here is bull floating it the other direction nice and slow and holding it low. Low and slow will get you to the go. Actually, we don't do go anymore.
Bruh.
Overlap at about,
2/3.
Now this is the Cadillac bull float from Cadillac Concrete Products. I've never used Orange Thunder or anything like that. My dad, his favorite bull float's the old magnesium bull float, but mine, I really do prefer this Cadillac bull float, especially on times and when it's like this. But I'm not an affiliate and I don't get paid, and a lot of other companies send me stuff and I try them out on my videos, and I'm not opposed to that. The other day a company sent me screed handles, which is coming in a video, and you all know about the hammer that almost put my eye out. Another company sent me screed rails to try out.
Hopefully it doesn't rain. It's been raining a ton. We've been getting lucky. For the next video to come, man, we had a thunderstorm come through when we were pouring. It was crazy.
But it thundered, it just big.
Dude, it was the loudest thunder I've ever heard in my life. We'll get it cut to length, and I'll pay you back for the plastic. Hey, Richie, if it starts raining, we got to get it covered 1,000 miles an hour, and then other than that, we'll go in the truck.
But you have to start doing a rain dance.
Richie's like, man, I'm tired. I just got you know, he just got out of the joint 3 days ago.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Man, where's he at?
The farm. Here you go.
So there's a little preview of the next video, how to pour concrete in a thunderstorm. We will be finishing out the Richie series in that video too, and I'll show you the rehab he went to and what he looks like now. We might even hear a little bit from him. I've been getting kind of frustrated with the people I've been working with, because just because you got to let it set for a second doesn't mean there isn't 1,000 other things to do in concrete work. I just like to see people stay busy.
Let it sit. Like I said, it's got a little bit of retarder in it.
That fiber mesh in it?
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but maybe it did.
No, it does. Fiber. Yep. Yes, sir. I'm edging it, guys.
So I really like this edger. It's called a combination edger, and we wanted to use it at first because it leaves that extra line. It looks really pretty running around it. Then when I stood back, I noticed, like, we didn't form up this job. So when I stood back, I noticed that the form had a big bow in it. I said, hey, whoa, we can't do this. I wanted to, but we end up floating out this line. As I'm doing this, as I'm getting it all edged, my dad and Richie are actually laying out the joints, so they're marking it exactly. What we are is we're cutting this up, and we're gonna picture frame it like without crawling it, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. I mean, obviously I gotta crawl where that step is, but the other part of it, I use a funny float, and we don't get on it with knee boards at all. Talk about how to make easy money doing concrete. My goodness.
Man, that cloud is just dark. Get that plastic out of the truck, Richie. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get these joints in. Actually, I don't want to. I don't even want to touch it in case that is rain.
And it definitely is rain. As you see here in a minute in the video, the rain starts coming down pretty hard. But I must say that we have been insulated on this channel by God. And it really is a wonderful thing. And I think the reason he looks after us is because we try to help other people. We try to be altruistic. We try to bring homeless people and get them jobs and get them working again. Speaking of that, John even got back his old job.
That's it. I just gotta cut the joints. All right. Using the Cadillac joiner, the Cadillac Concrete Products joiner to slice this baby up. Pretty easy. You just always stand back a little bit so you can push it straight. That's the key. Just aim for a spot up there. And
Well, I know a lot of guys are going to ask me, did you pop a line on there with the string line?
I don't need a line, not when it's wet.
The answer is you actually really don't need a line when you're using this laser beam joiner. There's a reason why it's called a laser beam joiner, and it's because you can cut straight as a laser. All you got to do is, like I said, put a couple extra handles on, stand back, look at it, and just take your time. You definitely don't want to get these crooked because it's going to make you look like you don't know what the heck you're doing, but it's not that hard of a job. Some people make it harder than what it really is. And even though I don't cut too many joints by hand, I'm definitely a professional with these pole joiners. And actually, in Indiana, people don't even use these pole joiners. They still use a straight edge and a hand joiner and pound them in by hand. The guys I first started working with would have laughed you off the job if you showed up with one of these pole joiners. And don't let you get it a little bit crooked, because if you get a little bit crooked, the boss will never let you use a pole joiner again. And you'll be out there with knee boards and a straight edge and a hand joiner and pounding them in by hand, sometimes with a hammer, sometimes with the sledge. To me, it's so weird how some guys you can tell right off the very first day, dang, this guy's going to be a really good finisher. And then some guys you can tell they ain't going to be worth a dang. She's one of those guys who definitely couldn't be a finisher, but he could be one hell of a laborer, especially if he gets a few more jobs in him.
Okay. It's too wet. It's all right, though, because that next joiner's wider and it'll...
Get that right here, too.
I will. That's cool for now. We got them in there in case it rains. What I'll do is take either the bull float or the funny float, float the lines out, and you float the lines out on the edge. The only line you float out is this line here. You don't float that line. Alright. Alright, changing plan. I just noticed it. Heads up, Richie. Stand out of the way. I just noticed how curved his forms are. If you look at him, they look like a rocking chair leg. You know what I mean? So what we're going to do is we're just going to float it all in. This will make it easier to broom with the joints.
As you can see here, I'm literally wiping out this joint line with my bull float, and I'm also holding it really low, and I'm also going really slow. Let's talked about this, fellas. That's all you got to do. But you don't want to close up that joint up there to the right. You also don't want to close up that joint in the back. And when you get back to this form, you just pull it straight back off.
See which one goes faster. I guarantee the sun will. I just made a post with you two sitting in the shade and said another day in paradise.
There's that post right here, another day in paradise. Stay up, fam, with 166 likes. And here's the comments. If you're in that list, you're a real Compton City G.
See that wind pick up a little bit, dry that shit out some.
It's getting some body, big time. And this Cadillac down it just to open up this joint. Concrete's easy if you got the right tools.
Hey, this is Bob. I want to let you know about old Richie. He got out of prison, and then he relapsed, and then, you know, he knew he needed to get some help, and I'll be darned if he didn't take off and go get a place where he could get some help at a rehab place, and he's doing quite well. You can't give up on somebody, you know, life's too short. But anyway, Richie is doing very well, and I'm glad to see that he's taking a step forward and trying to take care of himself. Last thing I knew about him is the wife and I took him a bunch of clothes, and everybody up there said that he's doing quite well, and you know, I'll be darned if he is not coming around the corner.
Hey, we gotta go to the filling station, get us a hot dog, Bobby. What? Cheeseburger hot dog.
Cheeseburger hot dogs, that sounds delicious.
Bruh.
Underneath, it's just the top that's wet. Top inch. Here, I need this spotless. I mean, spotless as it can get. We got Richie picking up all the concrete blocks everywhere, putting them in a pile, getting them out of the way. There's a couple more up there in that corner. You ever heard of the 2-brick challenge? Pick 2 of them up with one hand. Talk about hard. Like this, grip strength. It's even harder than that, I think, because look what it is. It's picking blocks up like this. Think I can do it?
I wouldn't want to do it. But no, I don't think you can.
Oh, heck no. Huh?
That's the only thing that's holding that form there.
I don't think I can pick it up anyway. Oh, I can't do it. Damn, that mason's got some grip strength. Of course, those had some weight on it with the concrete pushing against it. Those might be even heavier. I thought I could do it, but I guess I didn't even come close. Tell you what, I'm a big believer in these funny floats, and I'm gonna show you how I use it on walls right here. Let me see what this feels like first. We did have plastic down everywhere. Yeah, this is looking good here.
It was actually looking really good, if you ask me, almost too good. You can see behind me, I got the plastic out, but it ain't unrolled.
This one over here look good. It was getting a little bit more wind over here. It's close. I gotta clean out these joints again here in a minute. I'm not gonna clean them out quite yet. All right, guys, I'm gonna funny float this top line out on this side, angle it like that a little bit. I already did it on the other side.
And I start funny floating this in. Like I said, you can do this. You don't even have to crawl it, not even one bit, except for where the step is right there. Things going perfect, and then my dad looks up and he says, "Hey, it looks like rain." You see Richie grabs the plastic. I go run out the front and look at it.
Cloud, so we got scared. We got the plastic unrolled, but I hope that it's nothing. Let's pray. See that rain coming down off that gray cloud right there? Off the edge, you can see it going like this. I see it, it's hitting our slab.
We're getting sunshine here.
We're getting sunshine. It's poking through. That cloud was rain. I think it's on its tail end over here. Damn, that's gray over there. He's been insulating us all week. Keep on insulating this guy. And why is it raining so much this summer? Have you guys had any issues with that? we've been getting sprinkled on every day we pour. Yeah, I see it raining right there, but it doesn't look like it's pouring. Man, I hate them little bitty clouds like that. That can ruin your day. Look at that bad boy. That thing can ruin your day. Think it's gonna miss us?
It barely missed us, and thank goodness, because did you see which way that gutter was facing? It was facing right towards the concrete. Anyways, I go ahead and funny float this back wall and then pull it back, get it floated, then I jump over and do the middle. And then if you do it right, you do all that right, you can broom it and then shine your joints, and then you got a picture framed patio you'll see here in a minute. First things first, just get all your lines out, and then I'm pretty much done from that point.
All right. Richie, clean that one off. Man, that sun poked through right at the right time. Gotta go through each way one time just to get it working right.
If you guys have noticed, I've used nothing but Cadillac Concrete Products tools on this job.
It's nice. Here we go. Everything's cleaned out. Just gotta float it one more time. Here you go, Richie. All right, Richie's gonna clean that. We'll give it a minute. Glad that cloud didn't hit us. Damn, I almost need to funny float that back out, huh?
Do that or I was gonna get a leaner in.
Nah. No, we could just do this.
That makes it gone.
You might just have to reach out just one more time to get the edge. Yeah. Anything beats that place.
It's up to you, man. Hey, look. Like I told your man, I said, hey, I see him fucking up. I don't mind. I'll put him back in there. I'd rather see him in there than I would dead.
He means it too. Yeah.
If you're dead, you got no more chances, dude.
I'm not gonna mess with him. No.
Richie, I've heard that a lot of times.
No, it would be good this time, no. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't trying. I was just said, kill him.
Richie was a kid. He come out. I was cutting hay and there was a fence post laying on the ground. I said, go out and move that fence post. He jumped out of the tractor, and about the time he picked that fence post up, the ground bees come out of the ground. And I said, run, Richie, run. He took off running about probably about 40 yards, and there was a goose pond there, and goose crap and feathers all over. And it was a black cloud chasing him. And then he went, push, and then bees hit that water. That was it. They took off.
Got away, lucky.
Oh, he was a
I told you guys Richie could run back in the day.
Alright, so if you guys had never seen concrete get finished before, this is actually the broom finish. This is the finished product. It's called a concrete finishing broom, and you just pull it down the side, and then we shine the edges and shine the joint.
Alright. Richie. Never mind, I can get it. So I need that, I was gonna say I need that bucket of water a little closer. See how far I need. That's good. Set it over there a little bit so it doesn't get splashed up here. Alright. About right there.
And it really is that simple, but I warn you, you do have to have the experience to get it to this point.
That's it. Look alright?
Yeah, it looks good.
Alright. You got it. What?
that little hand pole joiner that I'd like to use to take care of that. It's not way too long.
5 minutes before you do that. I have to wait till I can push pull this.
Fire. Make sure all that shit's clean.
Let me show you a trick. Here, hold this up in the air. Show you guys a trick how to do these brooms like this. Whenever you're brooming with the wall behind you, get you one of these gold handles. It gives you extra room to be able to do this. And then look, when you go to pull it back, you don't have to worry about it catching. Watch when you hit the wall. See how that works? See how that works, Richie? My little invention I made with the broom. When there's a wall behind you and you need 2 handles, but you don't have enough room.
So basically, if you didn't catch that, you just put the gold pole inside the blue pole and let it slide with no clip.
Ended up all right. Works better than nothing. Here we go, baby.
It basically allows you to have that extra reach without having to snap off the handle in the middle of trying to broom a section. As you can see that wall in the background over there. But here I am funny floating it again and basically just getting it lined up, ready to broom the top.
Like it? You're gonna have to do the edges too.
I am.
All right. It does look good.
This one you've been using, Bubble?
Yeah. All right, fellas, my dad's got that shined, he's got this shined, he's got that shined. He's getting ready to do that one and that one. And then he can also do that joint over there.
You need to go ahead and broom.
I am, I'm getting ready to. You can shine that next joint.
See, as you guys see, it's not easy to have 2 chiefs and 1 Indian. Not easy to have a YouTube channel with 2 chiefs and 1 Indian. That's why you're gonna see my dad play a lot bigger role than what you have seen him play on the channel in the past.
Perfect. So we're down to the shade completely. Step's still not ready, I guarantee you that. Still wet. And we poured that first thing. But we're getting caught up there. See that pole joiner.
As you see right here, shining these joints, this isn't hard. This is actually pretty easy. You want to make sure you don't get too big of a lip on the right. But other than that, it's pretty easy. You just got to use the right tools and you got to use them at the right time. It's all about timing. This is the norm look here in Indiana. This is what you're going to see all around. You're going to see these joints shined and the edges shined. It's called a picture frame look.
All right, we're all the way caught up now. Here's something else that we cleaned for now. My dad's getting ready to broom this little piece here. Looking good so far. He's gonna shine the rest of that and make it look good. I'm gonna get on these steps real quick. Getting ready to jump on these steps here. Knee boards, get them.
Camera right up there, Bobby?
No, you put it up. I'm on this step here, pulled a little bit, but not bad for no oil. Start over here, I've already got this side done, basically. You wanna hand me that joiner? Yep. And then that one's ready to shine too, Dad.
Can you pull that? See if I can't, or hand it to you and let you pull that from there to there. The broom.
I thought about it. Alright, it's good enough there. And you just do this.
Me profesional.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to broom this section out. It'll be easier for us to come on out of.
Robert, go ahead and pull that broom across.
Do what?
Pull that broom across that other side.
I'm going to. Here, bring it up here to me.
Watch out for that electric pole up there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
That can lift me up.
Yeah, that'd kill you. Luckily the electric probably off the thing. Jesus Christ. Scared the hell out of me.
Whoa, don't go all the way out there. Just
I'm not.
That's good enough. Get over about 4 inches.
I will. I gotta fix that anyway.
Back to you a little bit.
Me no profesional.
It's looking good. It's pretty much done, guys. I just gotta put a couple of edges on it.
Richie, did you use pliers on that faucet?
I got him.
All right, I need it.
All except for there's one last board I gotta take off. Looks good. Damn. Got one little piece to repair and we're done. Sometimes you can do this. Scrape your edge of your form. That ain't gonna cut it.
Man, all it takes is that one person to see your gift. Your gift was given to you for a reason, man. You know what I mean? Your gift was to share with the world. Not to harbor it and hold it in and not give it to anybody. That's what a gift is. You give it. Give it out, man.
Battery's pretty much dead, but looks good. We're gonna clean up. We're gonna call it a day. Remember, if you're pouring concrete, try to pour early in the morning and don't pour on freshly cut grass, and try to pour early in the morning. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
So we're running like a six-shot gunning, and the miles keep dragging on and on and on. I'm trying to make it home.